Hi, I'm Susan, and this is what I'm making today. I found this wreath in the garbage. I love it. I love the odd oval shape of it. I've never seen a wreath as an oval shape before, and I want to do something with it. So I tried to decide whether I was going to go long side to side or oval up and down, and I decided to go oval up and down because I figured it would fit better in those narrow places or on a door. So I'm taking this ribbon that I think I got it from Dollar General last year, and I'm just going to wrap it all the way around my wreath. And once I get it wrapped around, I'm just going to hot glue it on the ends. Now I'm going to lay out my flowers in a way that makes me happy. I got most of these flowers from Dollar Tree, and I mean they have just been beautiful this year. So I just kind of play with them, decide the bigger flowers I pick first to decide where I'm going to put them. And I do like to keep the leaves on at least some of them. You know, it just adds a little bit of interest. And I just hot glue those flowers down, and then I just start adding in different colors and different elements to make the wreath interesting. Pine cones, and of course, since this is a pumpkin challenge, I'm going to be adding in quite a few pumpkins to this. So I just keep at it, trying to balance it out. I try to stay in odd numbers when possible, and I just have a lot of fun just putting it together. And it's something about, you know, when it's done, you know when it feels right. And I love decorating wreaths and flowers and such. Now I'll just let you watch me finish decorating my wreath. Now I'm going to make a bow. I just had a little piece of the ribbon left that I had went around the wreath with, so I'm going to glue that, and I dovetailed it for the ends. And I had a few other pieces of ribbon which I didn't have a lot of, so I just combined them all and made a bow with it. And I just looped them over, I slit the sides, tied it, and just fluffed it out, and then I just hot glued it down. Now that I got my bow on, I'm just going to embellish the center. That's something I like to do. I hide that knot and where the chenille stem was, and I just add things to the middle and make it look pretty. And here's my wreath. I think it turned out really pretty. I absolutely love it. And I love the unique shape of the oval. I hope you like it as well. This is the Pumpkin DIY Challenge. We get to create a DIY that includes a pumpkin. We get to use any supplies, and we get to have fun, and that's right up my alley. This challenge is hosted by Sonja of Domestic Diva DIY. Sonja also has two other channels, Domestic Diva Home and Domestic Diva Cooking. I will have all of her channels listed in the description box down below, and I'll also have the playlist of this challenge listed down below. Be sure to check out everybody. I'm sure there's going to be lots of awesome DIYs. A few videos back, I did a sponsored video where Hiipoo had asked me to do their water decals. Well, now they asked me to try out their heat transfer paper, and this is what I'm doing. I made 3 shirts for fall, and they all have pumpkins on them. And the paper's really cool. Once you figure it out, I had to figure it out. I struggled a little bit with it, but they were very helpful, and of course it was me, it wasn't them. But the cool thing is you can print out any picture, you can print out a photo, whatever you want to do on this paper with an inkjet printer, and then just add it. And you can use an iron. I'm using my heat press because that's the easiest for me to use, but you can do it using just a regular iron. And here are the shirts I've done. Excuse my lack of ironing around the sleeves. I didn't pay enough attention. But I love all 3 shirts that I did. I think this one may be my favorite. It's hard to say. I like all 3. But these 2 didn't have pockets. This one had a pocket, so I did the little pumpkin seed pack on the pocket, and then I did the picture on the back. I wished I'd fussy cut the truck, but I didn't. It's still cute. I hope you like them as well. For my 3rd and final DIY, I'm going to use some of this paper. I bought it at Tuesday morning, not realizing that all of them were the same sheet. So I need to use up some of this paper somehow. Now I'm starting to get into paper crafting a lot, and I want to make a Thanksgiving thankful journal where each day of the month of November I write something that I'm thankful for and such. So now I want to add some embellishments to my journal. And so I ink up the edges of this paper. I cut out the cutest Thanksgiving printouts from Graphics Fairy. I mean, the old-fashioned postcards and stuff. And I'm just going to layer bits and pieces of things that I find. Now, even if you don't do journals and stuff, you could still make something like this for like your tiered tray. It'd be the cutest thing to stick one of these inside of a flower frog on your tiered tray. Or you can frame them, and there's just so much you can do with something like this. It doesn't have to go in a journal if you don't do journaling. But I coffee dyed some lace and papers, and I'm just using bits of pieces stuff I have left over. I use distress ink around the edges. I save all those little pieces of ribbon. Like I have a piece of ribbon that was left over from another project. Just that little bitty inch size piece of ribbon will still be something that I can use. On this one, I decided to tear the edges on that paper, and then I'll go back and distress it, and it really makes it look cool. And I find it's a lot of fun to layer and play with this. I have so much fun doing this. This is right up my alley. And to me, the distressing looks, I like the way that looks. It makes it look old. This is some paper I coffee dyed, and I'll tear it and just add layers. But you just play with it and see what you like. I use buttons. I get free digital printouts online. And I just go through and just have a whole lot of fun. Usually my lace, I use Fabri-Tac. I attach it with Fabri-Tac, and then the cardboard paper to paper, I'll use art glitter glue. And I just add stuff to it and just have fun doing it. I mean, it's endless what you can do. I think of 15 other things I could have done after I finished these. So I'll just let you watch me. Oh, and this printout didn't even need much embellishment. It was beautiful as it was. I just added a little scrap of ribbon that I had cut off and that little die cut flower, and just distressed that flower, and I added a little drop of sparkle drops. It's something new I've tried. I've never used it before, and I really just try out anything. You never know what you like or what you don't like. And here's some other drops I tried. I wasn't as impressed with them. They didn't go on smooth and round like the other did, but that may have been why it was in the clearance section. There's all kinds of different papers you can use. I use silk leaves. If you can think of it, you can try it out. I think this is almost as much fun as wreath making. You just keep playing with it and adding and trying it out to see if you like it, and it's just something in you that tells you that this is how you want it. Well, here are all of my little, you can call them journaling cards, clusters, embellishments, whatever you want to call it. They're all here, and I hope you like them. I really had a lot of fun doing these, and they all have pumpkins in them. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't. Ring that bell so you can be notified when I upload new content. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Thank you, Sonja, for hosting this challenge. And until next time, bye, y'all.